from Lagos, the nation's commercial capital. This is the news at 10, live from Channels Television. Reporting tonight, Amarachi Ubani.
Good evening and welcome. Tonight, Speaker of the House of Representatives sues the federal government over alleged attempts to declare his seat vacant. Car bomb explodes in a crowded bus park in the northeast Nigerian city of Gombe. Scores of people reportedly killed. Federal government promises to deliver effective rail system in the country within 5 years. And the military takes charge in Burkina Faso, dissolves government as President Blaise Compaoré resigns.
And this is news tonight. The Asset Management Company of Nigeria, AMCON, repays 867 billion naira worth of bonds. While on sports news, Ikechukwu Uche returns as reinstated footballers coach to Mokeshi, calls out 25 players for upcoming 2015 AFCON qualifiers.
The rifts between the federal government and the Speaker of the House of Representatives appears to be deepening as the Speaker today took the federal government to court over alleged plans to compel him to vacate his seat as Speaker. Aminu Tambuwal in his prayers is asking the Federal High Court in Abuja to stop the federal government from carrying out the plan and to instruct the Inspector General of Police from taking action that will undermine his office. Cited as defendants in the suit are the People's Democratic Party, its national chairman, Adamu Nwazu, Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Inspector General of Police, Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, and the Attorney General of the Federation. Our correspondent, Amaka Okafo, reports.
New Nigeria! New party! New Nigeria!
The boast raised by the defection of the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Aminu Tambuwal, from the ruling Democratic Party to the main opposition party, All Progressive Congress, is yet to settle. The Speaker has headed to the lower court to challenge the withdrawal of his security details and alleged moves to unseat him as the presiding officer of the House of Representatives. The Speaker wants the court to declare that he remains a member and the Speaker of the House of Representatives until the expiration of his current term of office on the 5th day of June 2015. Speaker Tambuwal is seeking an order of the court declaring that the withdrawal of his security details when he has not been removed from office as Speaker and as member of the House of Representatives is illegal and unconstitutional. He is also asking an order of perpetual injunction restraining the defendants from taking any step to interfere or infringe on his rights and privileges as a Speaker of the House of Representatives and as a member of the House before the expiration of his term. He wants the court to give an order of perpetual injunction restraining INEC from accepting any nomination of candidates or organizing a by-election for the purpose of replacing him. Besides, he wants the court to compel the Inspector General of Police and the Federal Attorney General to restore his security details and all other rights and privileges according to the office of the Speaker of the House of Representatives.
Police is not empowered by law to interpret the Constitution. What the Constitution says, we believe the police quoted it out of context. And we feel that the right place to interpret the Constitution properly is the court. That's why we're here today.
In a separate suit filed by Lagos lawyer Dr. Tunji Abayomi on behalf of Tambuwal, Abayomi prays for a temporary order of court directing the return of security aids of the Speaker pending the determination of the suit, and also an order restraining the defendants from interfering with the rights and privileges attached to the office of the Speaker pending the determination of the suit. Amaka for Channels Television News.
We turn our attention now to security issues as conflicting casualty reports are trailing the explosion The bomb explosion, which occurred at the Gombe Line Transport Services Limited in Gombe State today, sources at the Nigeria Emergency Management Agency put the number of the dead at 9, while officials at the specialist hospital in the state capital say they received 23 corpses after the incident, and another body was received from the Federal Teaching Hospital. Meanwhile, the police say that they have arrested 3 suspects in connection with the bombing, which also left 37 others injured. The Gombe State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Kudu Mma, says that a vehicle with the inscription "Yobe Line" was said to have brought the suspected bombers to the park, and that the vehicle which they supposedly came in with had been recovered, while the suspects were arrested as they attempted to flee. The explosion had occurred at a time when many passengers were at the park boarding vehicles to various destinations. The park and the surrounding areas have been cordoned off, while normalcy is said to have been restored to the area. Meanwhile, the Force Public Relations Officer, Mr. Emmanuel Ojukwu, has been speaking on the bomb blast which occurred at the Gombe Transport Terminal in Gombe State's capital today. And Mr. Ojukwu, who put the number of the people who died in the incident at 7 and the injured at 32, said the police has launched an investigation into the explosion. He emphasized again that normalcy has been restored in Gombe.
We can confirm that at about a few minutes to 10 this morning at the Gombe Motor Park in Gombe, there was an explosion of improvised explosive device loaded in a bus, detonated and caused some damages to vehicles. 7 persons lost their lives, 3 males and 4 females, regrettably. The police are taking care of the situation and no matter how it was to return. Our operatives are EOD experts went to the scene and we current the scene and we were able to evacuate the wounded. About 32 persons were injured, taken to hospital and receiving treatment. The police are taking care of the situation and life has been restored to normal in the state.
It's exactly 200 days since the abduction of the schoolgirls from Chibok in Borno State, northeast Nigeria, and calls are still ringing for their release. A civil society group, Women Arise, today marched in Lagos, crying out against what they call inactiveness, so not just on the part of the federal government, but all elected leaders in the country to rescue the girls. The group adds that the failure of the leaders to take decisive steps in making sure the crisis comes to an end may lead to a total breakdown of law and order in the country.
Our concern is that government exists for the welfare and security of the people.
Government must fulfill its constitutional responsibilities in making sure that our girls are rescued. This deal, like we are told, is on. We still find the Boko Haram people killing and slaughtering people. We cannot fold our arms akimbo and watch our generation being wiped away. We cannot continue to agonize without organizing for change.
Well, another protest was also held by the Bring Back Our Girls campaigners in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, to mark the 200 days since the girls were kidnapped from Government Girls Secondary School in Chibok, Borno State.
It's 200 days and the tears have not stopped flowing.
I just want to let you know that we are with you and we will not stop until those people.
Where are the Chibok girls and what condition are they in at the moment? These and many more are some of the questions on the minds of many Nigerians and campaigners calling for rescue of the girls.
Over the past 2 weeks, we have had formal promises both about a ceasefire and about the release of the girls. We've been waiting with high expectations, and still there are no results. It's extremely distressing.
But can the nation move on without the 219 girls still in the hands of their captors? The convener of the group, Dr. Obu Ezekwesili, demanded that young women raise their voices to demand the rescue of their abducted school girls.
That a situation where 219 young women of your generation are abducted by terrorists, and the society wants to move on and pretend that everything is fine. Is it fine? Is it fine? Is that the Nigeria you want? Well, if the generation before us and our generation have given you a bad deal of a nation, you don't have to accept it.
Many other Nigerians are hopeful that the girls will soon be reunited with their families if the federal government takes a decisive step. The expectation for the release of the abducted school girls is still high. Many of these campaigners promise to continue to pressure relevant authorities to step up actions that will see to the rescue of the girls from their captors.
Where shall we stop? Where shall we stop? What's our cover?
In part 2 after the break, INEC renews assurance the 2015 elections will be free, fair and without violence. Please stay with us.